time, every morning felt the same, like waking up inside a storm I couldn't name. Every step was just surviving one more day, never knowing if the weight would fade away. I built walls out of every broken thought, held the silence like it was all I had. But somewhere in the middle of the fall, I realized the night wasn't forever after all. I was holding on to pain, like it was the only thing that could keep me from the dark. Now I'm learning to breathe again, without the weight beneath my skin, without the voice that said I'd never change. Now I'm learning to breathe again, and the air feels different now, like the storm is breaking down, like the world is opening somehow. Now I'm learning to breathe again. I used to think that healing meant goodbye, like every scar was something I should hide. But every mark is just a place I survived, proof that something in me chose to stay alive. The past will walks beside me in the night, but it doesn't feel the same inside. What once felt like chains around my chest now feels like something I can finally rest. Maybe strength was never war, maybe it was something more, just the courage to restart. Now I'm learning to breathe again, without the fear that pulled me in, without the shadow of who I became. Now I'm learning to breathe again, and the air feels different now, like the storm is breaking down, like the world is opening somehow. Now I'm learning to breathe again. Maybe the silence was never empty, maybe it was space to grow, maybe the night was just a moment before the light could show. Now I'm learning to breathe again, without the weight beneath my skin, without the voice that said I'd never change. Now I'm learning to breathe again, and the air feels different now, like the storm is fading out, like the future's closer than it's been. Now I'm learning to breathe again. For the first time, breathing doesn't feel like surviving, it feels like living. Inside the noise, every thought of war I couldn't avoid, every silence felt like something wrong, like peace was never meant to last that long. But somewhere in the empty space between the doubt and yesterday, the quiet sound of a heart that finally slows down. This is where the quiet lives, in the spaces I once fed, in the breath I used to fight. Now I finally hear it clear. I'm not chasing who I was, I'm not running from the past, I'm just learning how to stay in a moment that can I used to think that strength was nice, something sharp I had to device, but strength can be a steady hand. Learning how to understand. Not every scar needs to be erased, not every tear needs to be replaced. Some things remain but lose their way when you stop calling them your fate. Maybe peace is something small, not a victory at all, just the absence of the fall. This is where the quiet lives, in the breath between the fear, in the calm I never trusted. Now it's finally here. I'm not chasing who I was, I'm not asking who to blame, I'm just standing in the silence, and I'm not afraid to stay. The noise still echoes sometimes, but it doesn't lead my mind like it used to long ago. And the shadows still appear, but they don't control the fear. Now I finally know. This is where the quiet lives, in the heart that learned to bend, in the space that once was broken, now it slowly starts to mend. I'm not fighting every memory, I'm not trying to erase, I'm just learning how to live with the quiet in this place. And for the first time, silence feels like home. I remember how it felt to fight the night, like every breath was something I had to survive. Every shadow had a voice inside my chest, telling me I'd never be anything but less. But the storm doesn't stay forever, even when it feels that way. There's a quiet after chaos, where the darkness fades to gray. I spent years inside the battle, trying not to fall apart, but peace is never victory. It was learning where to start. After the fire, after the fall, after the nights that almost took it all, I'm still breathing, I'm still here, even if the future isn't clear. After the silence, disappear. Some just fade when you stop holding them near. I used to think that healing meant escape, like the past was something I could just erase. But peace is not forgetting what you faced, it's learning how to walk at your own pace. I'm not chasing some redemption, I'm not trying to restart. I'm just building something honest from the ruins in my heart. After the fire, after the fall, after the nights that almost took it all, I'm still breathing, I'm still here, even if the future isn't clear. After the silence, after the pain, after the weight I carried in my veins, I'm still standing, even now, learning who I am without the Maybe the damage never leaves, maybe the past still follows me, but it doesn't hold the chains it used to. Maybe the scars will always stay, but they don't scare me the same way. Now that I know I made it After the fire, after the fall, after the fear that tried to take it all, I'm still breathing, I'm still here, and for the first time I don't disappear. After the silence, after the pain, after the storms that ran through my veins, I'm still standing, even now, learning how to live with what I found. After the fire, I remain. Somewhere the light remains. I remember when the nights felt endless, every hour stretched into the next, like the dark was something permanent, like hope was something I had left. Every step felt like a question, every breath a fragile thing,